Olá, muito bom dia, gente! Vamos começar mais uma partida no dia de hoje e vão entrar em campo elas! SOGIPA e Clube Mercês! Lá vem elas desfilando beleza na quadra principal do Clube Duque de Caxias. As meninas SOGIPA, as meninas do Clube Mercês. Uma representando o Rio Grande do Sul, a outra representando o Estadão do Paraná. Vamos aplaudir, gente! SOGIPA! Número 12, Maria Eduarda! Número 9, Giovana! Número 15, Isabela! Número 5, Anja! Número 7, Júlia! Número 10, Laura! Número 4, Cecília! Número 1, Isabela! Número 16, Bárbara Alessandra! Número 8, Manuela! O técnico do Gol X, Carlos Alberto! Alô, Carlão! Vamos agora apresentar as meninas do Clube Mercês, Clube Mercês! Número 5, Ana Clara! Número 1, Carla! Número 8, Júlia! Número 2, Laísa! E a número 7, Tatiane! Número 9, Giovana! Número 6, Mariana! Número 13, Micaela! Número 10, Silvia! Número 15, Emanuele! O técnico do Gol X, Saulo! Vamos aplaudir as duas equipes, gente! Vamos aplaudir e fazer barulho! Os juízes de referee, Inácio Narvaez e também Paulo Raia.
Good afternoon, everybody. We welcome you back to Curitiba, Brazil for continued World Tour Finals action. The placements have been set, semifinals are set, and now we are into the playoffs. We'll start off with the Duque de Caxias Cup. This match, SOGIPA Cargo Way taking on Clube Mercês. It's a new format this time around. These teams just missing out on that semifinal. They no longer compete for World Tour Finals champions, but they can compete now for the newly named Duque de Caxias Cup. Both these teams hailing from Brazil. Mercês, just a quick, about 15-20 minute car ride away from where we are now, but SOGIPA taking that long trek up here, coming from Porto Alegre, more in the south. Once again, I'm Kyle Esmont. I'll be bringing you the commentary for this first match of the Duque de Caxias Cup. And for the traveling team, SOGIPA Cargo Way, the current Brazilian champions, they were absolutely gutted to not make the semifinals. They started off with such a strong 3-2 victory over Denak, and we thought that it would be smooth sailing for them, but they've had some issues with personnel. So in this first match of the Duque de Caxias Cup, Coach Kako He'll start off with his normal attackers, Issa and Sessi up front, but a very young defense. Giovanna Luquin, as well as 14-year-old Maria Eduarda Aguero, as well as Isabella Melo. And for Mercês, a similar story. In terms of personnel, they are led in the attack by Silvia and Emanuele, and more veteran presence in the defense. Mariana Roden, the captain, in the middle. She's flanked on either side by Tatiani Leal and Carla. Mercês still have yet to come away with a victory here. They had such a tough bracket, but playing against their fellow Brazilian companions, this is going to be one that they want to start off strong out of the gates, and they do just that. Silvia starting things off with a service ace. Ceci Jacques here to serve. Brazilian national striker. She's really made a name for herself recently. First counterattack opportunity. Very controlled start from both teams. First attack for Issa Luquin. Smart shot down the near sideline. Short ball, very effective there. Too much for Silvia. Had a long way to go. Continuing to pressure that far side of the field, but good defense from Isabella Melo. Another beautiful shot. Short ball. It's a really nice set, high and over the line. Issa Luquin, the longtime SOGIPA captain, now passing the armband over to Sessi. Gets the set there. A bit further away, but unfortunate return error. Strong serve to the near sideline from Sessi. Used to seeing that from the Brazilian international. Good hustle defense from Issa Luquin. The bounce set for Sessi again, really nice. This time tracked well on the defensive effort from Emanuele. That set just a bit too tight this time. Coach Kako opting to go with a really young lineup in defense. Maria, the second youngest player, 14 years old. But great experience here in the World Tour Finals, especially against a familiar opponent in Mercês. Rolling bounce set for Emanuele, sending it deep, so forcing a A free ball from SOGIPA. And Ceci just sending that one out of play. It's a good start from Mercês. SOGIPA certainly deflated to not make it into the semifinals. Also the men, unfortunately, missing out on the semifinals as well. Really high expectations for the Brazilian champions. But still a lot of fistball left to play. Ceci, long, deep serve. Expect to see a lot of that. It's going to come down to how precise the setting can be. That's another good one. And disposed of nicely by Issa Lukin. Really encouraging stuff out of 14-year-old Maria Eduarda Aguero. Now we see Silvia at the line to serve, but not enough pressure on that one. Ceci, the high bounce set. Many options available to Issa Lukin, and she drives it deep. Perfect placement just inside the back line. Wherever you're tuning in from, you don't need to adjust your television. Yes, that is indeed the sun breaking through the clouds for the first time here. Weather progressively getting better and better, but could pose some issues for the strikers having to look up to track the bounce set. And a scramble for the third ball. Can she get it over? Not this time. SOGIPA Porto Alegre finally starting to get into a groove now. As I mentioned, Mercês, their club not too far from here in the Brazilian state of Paraná. They have a really close-knit group of players over there. Really love the sport, really embrace all the traveling players that come in and out. And much like Duque de Caxias, a lot of charm at their fistball venue as well. Ceci going with her preferred shot down that far gap, but excellent scramble defense from Mercês, able to return that one, but it's going to be a direct ball here for Issa Lukin, reaching over the line and just barely scraping the red and white divider with her shirt. You see here on the replay, yeah, just didn't pull her arm back in time. Change of field, but well defended. Number one, Carla. Nice depth on that one. Inbounds, excellent shot there. And good defense all around. That is what we like to see. Both teams now really starting to increase their level of precision and depth. Ceci doing what she does best, coming back to the line and calmly placing that one where it can't be returned. Back and forth we go now. And Mercês with an 8-7 lead. That is enough to bring in some substitutes. See the introduction of Lara as well as Anya Raymer. Just want to bolster their defense and setting a bit. You know, if they can defend, they can stick with it. Get some looks for their strong attacking duo. Unlucky there, the first touch from Sylvia just barely falling out of play. Long way to go on this set. Just getting to midfield, so Isa just sending that one deep for a free ball opportunity. Set from Mariana, rolling forward really tight, but did well to hit that one on the way up, keep it alive. Direct ball for Isa. Both teams scrambling now. It's a crucial part of the first set. The drive, not enough to get past Isabella Luquin. See what Ceci can do here. She loves that far side gap, but excellent diving defensive play. What a rally we have now. This could be the moment. Nice set, 1 meter. Didn't quite get the depth on that one. Who will produce the winning moment? Oh, the set's too far. Tough break for Mercês. Both teams really starting to get locked in. Really needed to either take that direct or on the way up. Field now, especially as it's drying. It's a really high bounce, but not that time. Excellent cut shot from Sylvia. It's a really smart choice. And hitting that server's line, taking a bit of the air out of the ball. Truly unique field to play on. Sometimes bouncing up a lot, other times falling flat, as we see another service winner from Ceci Jacques. Have to be very careful on the sets, especially now that we have a set point for SOGIPA. If you're not careful, the high bounce sets can quickly skip away from you and over the line. Even those free balls sent high to the back can be tricky for the defenders. As I say that, it was a high arcing serve to the back line, and just opting to take that directly out of the air. That would have bounced really high had she backed up for that one. So all knotted up at 10 apiece. SOGIPA fans rallying behind their team. Excellent defense there. Bounce set's decent, 2 meters. Calmly guided into the field from Ceci. Bounce set now for Isa. Story now, who can push the sets close enough to set their strikers up for success. That one close, but Isa, again, just can't keep her body out of the line. Excellent fight from Mercês. Carla Bezelin, the most senior member of that Mercês team, 45 years old. This time, though, just too much depth and power from Ceci. She knows the responsibility she has as the captain, the leader of her team. She's gonna want to make up for missing out on the semifinals. That ball out of play. Just barely on that near touch line. Sylvia Schultes taking over the serve responsibilities. She's had some success, but needs to produce something magical here in order to bring Mercês back into the match. And that's enough. The shot to the middle, just behind the front row middle player. It's a really nice, calm, smart decision. Nice diving stop there from Carla. A free ball opportunity now. The set going over the line. Oh, and Mariana seeing Ceci off her line. Tried to send it over first time, but fortunate into the line. But if you're SOGIPA, very fortunate in the critical moments of the first set. And again, the serve out of bounds. And that will do it. SOGIPA, cargo away, coming out on top of set number 1. That one nearly going the full distance. So for those following along at home, we've had some rule changes and name changes to a lot of these groups. Instead of just groups A and B, Gastão, head of the technical team, decided to name these groups after the many important players in Brazilian fistball. All of the Brazilian clubs pitched in to make this event what it is. Club Mercês, they were in the Lothar Germano Janer group. Was a manager, technician, and the creator of fistball at the club we're here now, Duque de Caxias. Winning multiple state championships, South American championships. Sport would not be what it is today without him. So set number 2 underway. Ceci getting the start. Starting off right with the service ace. Sylvia getting the service duties to start set number 2. This best of 5 contest. Ceci striking from 3. That's a really powerful strike to the back middle. Great execution there. That was not as close as you would prefer, but Ceci going with the wise choice, just hard and deep to the back. golden opportunity here for SOGIPA. Starting to get into a rhythm now. Isa Lukin getting in on the action. Set up nicely by defender number 7, Julia Hoberek. Just 16 years old, getting some really valuable World Tour Finals experience. So we see a change of server. Emanuele this time serving deep and gets Mercês on the board for their first point of set 2. Sessi this time attacking Emanuele on that near side. Oh, and on cue, the set just getting an unfortunate roll forward. Goes over the line for another SOGIPA point. The bounces around that service line can be a bit unpredictable at times, especially with any sort of forward roll. Good adjustment there, just to keep it alive, but sent deep by Isabella. Let's see if Mercês can take advantage of this one. Push to the front, the set from Mariana. Very close, but good pressure on the attack from Emanuele. That's set too far over the line. This is a really good opportunity here for SOGIPA. Sessi hitting from 3. And just continuing to send the ball deep, hitting that back portion of the field just inside the back line. Really tough job for any defender in these playing conditions. The ball just has a tendency to skip around, plays very fast. The ball's bouncing very high when they have any sort of height on them. Good serve pressure this time for Mercês, but they're in a 3-point deficit at the moment. Sessi looking calm and comfortable at the line right now, and that's a beautiful serve. The out-swinging shot to the near touchline. It's one of her favorites. Just curling her palm around the side of the ball, getting that side spin. Just perfect execution from the Brazilian international. So Mercês going to take their timeout for set number 2. Just beautiful field conditions we have here now. Sun continuing to warm everyone here on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon in Brazil. Can't think of a better place to be than right here with you all, broadcasting just the highest quality fistball there is to see. Next up, we'll see continued action in the Duque de Caxias Cup, this time in the men's competition. We'll see Mercês again taking on Grieskirchen in the first men's crossover match. Out of the timeout. Serve from Sylvia. This could be tricky. High bounce, but well positioned. Just mishandling that one a little bit. Michaela Peixoto. Again, those high bouncing balls to the back can be very tricky. Coach Kako there signaling to his defender to just take that one calmly off of the palm. Excellent change of field there from Sessi. Another service winner. It's been quite a year for the SOGIPA ladies. Winning in Iona, winning the Brazilian Championship. They were easily one of the favorites heading into this competition, but now they'll fight for the Duque de Caxias Cup. Excellent deep ball from Isabella Luquin. The Luquin sisters, Isabella and Giovanna, played together for quite some time at their home club in Porto Alegre. Expect to see more from those two for years to come. Change of pace, just rolling it to the middle. Cecilia setting from distance. It's a really nice one, rolling forward, setting up her strike partner beautifully there. You can see Isabella using all of her momentum to hit that one to the back line. So SOGIPA looking in control with a flurry of set points, 10-3. Looking very comfortable at the moment. Good coverage from Sessi. Just taking that one safely over on the way up. It's a nice return winner from Sylvia Schultes. That gap between the front and back rows can be very effective with the proper weight on the ball, and Sylvia did just that. Need to defend here now, though. But service error out of bounds. Mercês getting a couple points in a row here. Beautiful defense there from Sylvia, taking it on the short bounce. Beautiful set as well, but well covered by Sessi. Isa down and out. Set number 2 going the way of SOGIPA. Cargo Way looking to be on their way to the finals of the Duque de Caxias Cup. Take a look at the group that SOGIPA came from, the Klaus Jorge Seufert group. He was the president of SOGIPA, or excuse me, the son of the former president of SOGIPA. He was the director of the fistball department at the age of 19. Without Klaus Seufert, SOGIPA would not be where it is today. They called him Uncle Jorge down there in Porto Alegre. And since then, SOGIPA is one of the most storied and iconic fistball clubs in the world. They will hope to return to the peak of world fistball next year, I'm sure. Good placement on the shot from Sylvia, but even better defense there from Ceci. Really nice shot there. Short ball, seeing the front line playing further back into the field. This time opting to go at the side of Isabella. Bounce set though, just too far that time. The young middle player. Just sending that one a bit too far forward. Really strong serve to the near corner. Just really developed one of the strongest serves in the women's game at the moment. Year-old Cecilia Jacques. Expect to see even more out of her. With more experience. This is a nice bounce set. Just an unfortunate back bounce, but again, Isa with the short ball, putting plenty of backspin on that one. Just too far to go for Mariana. Nice ball there for Ceci to get behind. Another easy return winner for the SOGIPA ladies. 14-year-old Maria getting some really nice reps, and the setting from her has been solid all match long. Emanuele going to the middle, well defended again by the SOGIPA youngster. Long way to go, but out of bounds for another Mercês point. SOGIPA bringing 10 players, all very talented options for Coach Kako. Set from Mariana. Just about at midfield, so nothing to do there except send it deep. Excellent first touch. Bounce set though, sitting about 4 meters. Nice controlled bounce set. Unfortunate backspin there. Still applying pressure to the Mercês defense. That's the best set we've seen, but unfortunate. The return error from Sylvia. It's a thin line to toe when you have those really nice sets. Always want to take risks in those situations, but doesn't always come off the way you want. Even taking some risks on the serve, trying to go for that short ball. But just a bit too short there into the corda, as they say in Portuguese. Beautiful set here for Ceci, and she buries it down the far sideline. Perfect placement and precision from Ceci once more. It's very comfortable now for SOGIPA, holding a 7-2 lead, 4 points to make, and they will punch their ticket into the Duque de Caxias Cup final. They would love nothing more than to go out on top with a couple of victories. So out of the timeout, SOGIPA looking to take care of business. Referee signaling to just do that one over. Didn't quite signal the return of play. Unfortunate kick into the line. So we see SOGIPA making a substitution out of the timeout. Entrance of 16-year-old striker Barbara Duvall. Going back to her favorite curling shot to the far side, but well defended. Free ball opportunity now for SOGIPA. It's a nice high bounce set, giving Ceci plenty of time to get behind the ball and drive it to the deep middle for another SOGIPA point. Mercês also introducing Ana Clara Silveira into attack, 16-year-old, so really good experience for a lot of youngsters here on display. Excellent depth on that serve, causing fits for SOGIPA defense. Julia Oberek. Nice bounce set, 1 meter. Really hard strike, but even better defense. Unfortunate setting mistake though, so Mercês. Substitutes starting to string together some points. Time the coverage from Barbara. Just not there. Mercês sticking around though. Only down 3, but have to defend. See what the substitute striker can do here. Nice strike to the far side. Barbara Duvall, 16-year-old, getting involved now. It's got to feel nice to make a point like that here at the World Tour Finals. Oh, beautifully placed serve. See the white chalk kicking up on that near touch line. Emanuele, the service ace. But just 2 points to make now for SOGIPA. Starting to look like just too little too late for the neighboring club, Mercês. This time, service line error from Ceci. She does have a tendency sometimes for her front foot to land before her back foot. Need to get either simultaneous landing on the feet or have the back foot land behind the line first. Excellent first touch there from number 9, Giovanna Rout. That's a beautiful, strong counterattack from Emanuele. See, she really gets some decent power behind the ball when she's given time. Just haven't seen it consistently yet. Mercês really shoring up their defense. What can Emanuele do here? Another strong strike to the back, but excellent use of the palm, keeping it in play. Perfect set for Ceci. Both teams rallying now. Oh, but the set is just a bit too far. And SOGIPA now with match point. And that ball, unfortunate, just too far, out of bounds, and SOGIPA take the match by a score of 3-0. Mercês still looking for their first set victory here in the World Tour Finals. They'll have an opportunity to do so tomorrow against the loser of Gymnastica and Seekirchen, happening right now on court number 2. We hope you keep sticking with us. Fistball fans all around the world, we hope that you continue to tune in and watch as we finish up the action here on court 1. We'll return later with Seekirchen taking on Mercês here on field number 1. My name's Kyle Esmont. It's been a pleasure bringing you this match. We'll see you soon for more World Tour Finals action.